Hey everyone, so it's gonna be a good day. We are somewhere I have not been yet since last year, which you guys are should be well acquainted with at this point. We love this place. We're looking for Bear Canyon agates, which is some of my favorite stuff on the planet. But check out who's with us.
Kate.
It's Kate from Katydid and Michigan Rocks.
Michigan Rocks. Not even the artificial rock.
Yeah. So I'm super yeah, exactly. So I'm super excited to get these two on some really good stuff. You guys know last year we found a really good pocket here, and I'm really hoping we can send these two home with some amethyst geodes.
Yeah, buddy.
First things first, we've got a lot of work ahead of us because we got to move all of this dirt and pile up out of the way, which is a good thing because this is from someone filling in their hole when they were done. I always appreciate that, but that means we have to move it first. So I'm gonna get to digging. All right, so we're just trying to move this overburden, and I believe I hit the seam because that is a nice big nodule right there. And we're gonna split it, see what's inside.
Yay!
Expecting quartz out of this one. Ooh, calcite!
Ooh, look at how pretty.
Look at those dog tooths.
Oh, that's so cool. Oh.
That is actually a really nice calcite. Oh, look at that with the amethyst crystals.
Oh my gosh, that's so pretty.
That is like a perfect little desk specimen. Oh, look at the amethyst in there.
Oh, that's really pretty.
All right, cool. Sweet. Let's get back in there. All right, guys. Well, I just actually went for a walk to investigate, but I just found something and I'm very curious about it. So we're gonna get this out and go show them. All right, guys, I was so excited to come show these big ones off to these guys that I didn't even record after getting them out. So we've got this one, which I can see is a really big geode. That could be cool. I'm not sure yet. We got this one that I don't really have high hopes for. This is just a piece of that lower end white quartz, but this one I am intrigued by. This one actually looks like it has some white fortifications. So I'm probably gonna just leave this one the way it is, and we might cut that one later. Kate just found a really nice one.
I dug it out all by myself.
She did it. Yeah, she looks like she's in a good seam right there. But yeah, those are gonna be really nice smokies in there.
Sweet. Yeah, I just love it. That is so cool.
It's so exciting when you dig them out yourself.
Yeah, and you find them.
Yeah, it's just good. Hi, Jim. Hi, Jim.
Here, say hi to Jim.
Hi, Jim.
Hello.
Hi, Jim. I'm gonna get a video of Jim. Say hi to the people, Jim.
Hello.
Thank you. Sorry for putting you on the spot.
Look how dirty I am. I've got little dirt on me.
You guys, Rob just found such a good one. Check that out.
Oh my gosh, it's big.
It's solid. That's no geode.
It just fell right off the ceiling. So I don't know how to tell if that's good. It's just, it's big.
That is gonna be good. That's one you take home and cut. I would not touch that where it is right now. That is solid. That's probably gonna have, yeah, you can see a little bit of banding around it and a quartz little vein right there, which means as it opens up, that's probably gonna be nice quartz crystals and fortifications.
All right.
So that right there, I would leave exactly as it is and cut that when you get back.
Will do.
Heck yeah. Nice one. We're gonna move holes. That hole kind of just petered out. Didn't really find a whole lot after a certain point, but I figured we'd take a break really quick. You guys know I come up here every single time. I had to show Rob this insane view because it's amazing. Check this out. So pretty. You can see all the way to Wyoming, and I mean that literally. There's the Beartooth Range, getting a lot of probably more snow. Actually shocked at how much snow is still up here. So we moved over and I'm seeing good signs. This is actually a big one right here. I don't know how nice it is though. It looks like it's mostly just that white quartz kind of stuff, but there's another one behind it. I see one more down here. And I was seeing some really good signs on the ground as float while we were walking over here, so I think it's worth a peek. If not, you know, if it's not great, we'll just move on to the next spot, but it's always worth a peek. So part one of those two big ones just came out. Thank you, sir. There we go. That actually looks kind of decent. I think I'm gonna split this. Let's find out. There we go. Yeah, see, this is why we don't really like the the big ones quite as much, because there's a bunch of Druzy in there. It's just not really as well defined. It's a really, really fine Druzy mesh. Looks like it goes really deep in there though. Huh. Well, that means this one's probably more of the same. I just got the big one out, and it's kind of not the best, which I said. I mean, I kind of expect it with these big ones. It's very large, but it's not really anything crazy. So we're gonna leave it. The other one was cool, but yeah. I think we found better earlier today, so we're gonna just leave it here for the next person to enjoy. All right, guys, well, we're gonna actually call it a day here. We got some really nice stuff. We wanted to, with the little time we have left, go further up and go to the oyster bed. So I thought that would be fun to show you guys that. So yeah, I'll see you there momentarily. All right, guys, we are at the next spot. This is a shallow sea Jurassic oyster bed, and there are a lot of fossils in this draw. Honestly, all of these hills, if you just look anywhere on the ground, you're gonna start seeing them all over the place. But there is one place specifically up here where we were finding some really, really nice ones, so I kind of wanted to just go up here. All of this stuff on the surface is gonna be more eroded, whereas where I'm going up right now, they haven't eroded at all. They're still inside the ground. So we just got up to the spot that I really like. Saw those really weathered ones earlier, but these are fresh. That is like straight from the source right there. I see another nice one right here. Looks like it's ready to come out. Oh yeah. Yep, that is completely complete. It's a little cracked though. I don't know if I want to keep that one. And they clean up real well. They look so good. Right now they probably just look like tan rocks, but they look really, really good with a little very, very, very short acid bath. I'm not laughing at you. I'm just done this so many times that I know how frustrating it is. Because you get some, comma, you show off. That's what we call treacherous footing right there. So I saw something up here. Ooh, wait a second. Look how many are in this cluster.
Oh, down I go. There's some.
There are so many in there. That's so cool.
What are these? These are pretty good.
Oh, heck yeah. That's a really nice one.
Oh, yeah.
Kava. Hey, Kava, how about you go up there and get them for us?
Yeah, just like knock them down.
Yeah. I saw some over here that I wanted to investigate. Oh, that's a nice one. Look at the size of that one. That's insane.
That was much better than last time.
I just hear chaos. Okay, yeah. There's some big ones in here. Wow, okay. Those are nice.
I saw those. I wanted them so bad.
What is going on over here?
Sliding and grabbing. Pretty funny.
Gotta do a drive-by on those.
Did I knock some down, or are those there?
They're probably there.
All right, well, I got stuff.
Oh, wow. Yeah, you did. I'd say that was a successful driving run. Ooh, that is going to be so nice. Dang, heck
Very
yeah.
Cool.
Gotta grab fast.
You're working against the clock. I really want to watch this. Kate, explain your plan for us.
Okay, so we saw that Rob can't really run up this thing very well. Is there stuff here?
Well, that's where I got some.
Yeah, I see some stuff right there.
Right over here?
Actually, this would be a good place to do it because I see some right there and then I see more down here. So Kate's gonna grab and slide. This is what people in the know refer to as high-speed rock hounding. Oh, that's a big cluster. All right, bye. Okay. Let's see them.
I don't think they're very good.
Well, hey, it's the adventure, right? Actually, wow,
this
yeah,
one's good.
There's a lot in there.
Yeah, it's got a lot of little ones.
I was gonna say these ones are small, but there are so many in there.
So will those come apart when you dip them? Or will they stay together?
They actually don't really come apart. If they're stable, I mean, sorry, if they're not stable, they're gonna fall apart regardless. But if you have a piece like this one where there's not really like any cracks or anything like that and you dip it, nothing's gonna happen. It'll stay together. Okay, so I just found these poking out and I think they're gonna be really nice. Oh, why does it have to be so fractured? That was gonna be really good. There's two nice ones in there. But yeah, they're just really, really fractured over there. Those are decent, but again, pretty fractured. I want better though. We can be picky here. Oh, okay, that's awesome. There's some really good ones in there. I don't know. I'll hold on to it and we'll decide later if I want to actually keep it or not. I see a bunch up there. Oh, look at that. All right, everyone. Well, the rain is upon us. I wish I had a little screen here that actually showed what I'm seeing. Looks like the rain is around the corner, so it is time to head out. But you guys, thank you so much for coming out here with me. This is like one of my favorite places. This is where I started rock hounding, so getting to share it with you guys, it means a lot, and I'm really happy that we got you onto some really good stuff.
I'm so glad we finally got out here.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot. This has been an awesome day.
Yeah, heck yeah. So I think on that, we're gonna head back to the shop, get everything cleaned off, potentially cut a few rocks, and definitely clean those fossils in the muriatic acid. So I'll see you shortly. All right, we are back to the shop. I am gonna get everything cleaned off, and we're gonna get some close-ups later. But first, we have to do some work on some stuff. I wanted to show you guys how to clean those fossil conglomerates, because they look amazing with a short muriatic acid dip. And there were also a few of those geodes that were filled in with some low-end calcite, so I wanted to dissolve those out so we can get some nice Druzy Geodes. So, let's do that. Sorry about the saw noise, guys. I'm trying to get it to finish the rock that's in there so that I can dress it so that we can maybe cut an agate or two in this video. If not, we will in the next one, but yeah. There are some interesting things in these two clusters specifically that I want to take a closer look at. That shape is not normal, and the texture is not normal. It looks more, I don't even know what word to use for it. It's like bumpy, more like an echinoid. So it's definitely not one of the oysters like the rest of them. And then there's something in here, it's probably just a brachiopod, but I see this thing right here, and it has super deep ridges. So, yeah, it's probably just a brachiopod, but I still want to expose that a little more. Sorry, saw it's still going. So, alright, here's the deal. I don't know what it is. It's not something I've ever seen in the briars before. It might just be an operculum from a Griffia. The operculum is like the trap door that most gastropods have. But I don't know. The texture is weird. I've never seen anything like that before. So, with this one, I'm actually going to hold off on doing anything to it until I can get my sandblaster up and running. Because this matrix is so soft and the fossils are so hard, I feel like that's going to be the best way to do it, and I really don't want to hurt this if it is something different. This one, on the other hand, I am fairly certain is a brachiopod. The plan right now is to dip these for a few seconds into muriatic acid to really, really shine those fossils up and clean off that matrix material. The composition of the matrix itself is really high in calcium carbonate, so it dissolves in muriatic acid. The fossils themselves are very high in other minerals that do not react with acid, so it's actually a really safe way to clean these fossils off because the material around it will dissolve, but the fossils only dissolve at a much, 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 much slower rate, so you get a really nice shiny specimen. And here they are now that they're finished. So here we have before, after. And that sheen is actually natural, and if you get up close, you can see that is actually the natural texture of the shell. When you find them all weathered out, that they have that sheen naturally, but these ones that are found in Matrix, they're in way better condition because they're covered, but also that you lose all that texture because they're coated. So you dip them in, you actually return them to their natural sheen and texture, which is really, really cool. And just look how much those fossils pop out of the matrix now. The next step that we're going to do while we're waiting for that freaking saw to finish, hopefully sometime today, is we're going to take some of our agates, like these, and throw them straight into the muriatic acid and leave them in there until all of the calcite is gone. I can see a rim of Druzy around there, so if we get rid of all of this low-grade calcite, we will be left with a very nice Druzy Geode. Well, I was really hoping we could cut a few of these rocks in this video, but my blade is being ridiculous. We'll have to cut these next time. I'm also running out of time for the day. So I guess with that being said, let's take a look at our finds. So I think we will start with these Druzy specimens. Remember those blocks? They were just lumps filled with calcite. This transformation never gets old. Look at all the Druzy in there. That is just a gorgeous blanket of Druzy. And I learned something. You get them out of focus, you can see the sparkle way better. Look at the sparkle. Oh, it's so pretty. I love these things so much. That transformation never gets old, and there's actually some really cool crystal structure on the inside. This is another one I wanted to show. I put this one in there too, and this is actually going to be a much nicer specimen than I thought it was going to be. Look at that. You got that like velvety Druzy on the outside, and then there's just like a lump of botryoidal black Druzy. That's so cool. Next, we did get some nice fortification agate. Well, there's probably more in here, but again, we can't cut anything, so this right here is going to be real nice. You can see there, maybe, if it wants to cooperate, that little black ring around that quartz pocket, that is going to continue all the way through. Again, I wanted to cut this in this video, but that is going to be beautiful on the inside. We just cut this right in half. That is going to be a really, really nice fortification pocket. And then we got this one, which is a much more traditional fortification pocket. And that is going to be really pretty. It's not huge. It's actually just on the end of this rock. But man, that right there is a little cabochon waiting to happen, I think. And then lastly, we have my favorite specimens, which would be this amazing thing right here with those big dog-tooth calcite crystals in there. And then underneath the dog-tooth calcite, that's actually really light lavender amethyst. And then there's more calcite crystals on the inside. Look at how weird that the crystal structure is on that calcite crystal. It's like chatoyant. Look at that. How cool is that? I think it's funny because it's one of the smallest pieces we kept all day. But this has to be one of my favorite finds of the day. Look at how cool that little specimen is. We've got a beautiful calcite crystal. And then on top of that is more calcite, but also amethyst. I'll see if I can get that purple to show a little bit. I think that might actually be smoky amethyst, because they've got that lavender purple tone, but then the tips are all black, and then it's sitting on more amethyst. How cool is that? I know, like, it's not a huge specimen by any means, it's tiny, but I love stuff like that. That is so cool. But this one, you know, this is subject to change because we haven't cut anything yet, but this is probably my favorite one of the day. We've got some beautiful calcite growth, nice crystals, and then we've got amethyst crystals on the inside. That is so pretty. And over on this side, that is all calcite. And lastly, I only kept one of the really big ones that I pulled out. It's very large, but look at how deep that pocket goes. That is just a big solid geode. So I'm gonna see if I can get up close inside there. There is so much Druzy in there, and usually when they get this big, the Druzy is pretty low grade, but that actually looks really nice in this one. I see a bunch of calcite and a bunch of quartz, but that is really, really, really cool. Alrighty guys, well I think that is going to do it for this one. Sorry we weren't able to cut any of those in this one, but I guess that just gives us something to do in the future. There's about 5 or 6 in there that I have high hopes for, but there's no way of knowing until we actually cut them open. Huge shout outs to Kate and Rob for coming out with me. That was a lot of fun, digging in the dirt all day. Really happy we got some very unique material for Rob to go home with. That was a blast hanging out and getting to share the place where I literally learned how to rockhound, so that's a very special range for me. If you've not already, I will have links to both of their channels up in the description, and I would highly recommend going and subscribing because they both make fantastic videos. And to Rob, That was a blast hanging out with you. It was awesome getting to finally meet you, and I'm already looking forward to the next one. On top of that, I will have links in the description to my second channel where a new video is coming out today, and oh my gosh, it might be my favorite project I've ever done. Well, in that medium. I think the chess set is still my favorite project, but man, this one is close. For reals, I can't stress enough how much I love this thing. Let me know down in the comments which one was your favorite. But yeah, that's gonna do it for this one. I hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.